He was only 9 weeks when I put him on the chain. He took right to it. He's probably going to be a pretty big dog. That's one of the reasons why I bred him. But Perfect was a dog. I'm going to do a couple more inbreedings with Perfect just to see how tight I can go. But this was a needed out cross. She did need an out cross, but she's so tight poncho and has good skin that I'm going to keep going with her a couple more inbreedings. But this is what I really should do with her, is a straight out cross as I used with Diablo Rojo with Old Family Red. I went straight to Red Boy, the Red Boy line, which a lot of people feel is Old Family Red, and produced this dog. And so he's a real pleasant looking dog. Let me get out of your way. And you know, time will tell. It's pretty good, but I think it should be. And so this is about as clean an outcross as you're going to see in today's game, because not many people have inbred families of dogs like the Red Boy line and the Poncho line is. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out.
Beauty. Beauty. And Miss Bobby, this male right here, the white blaze and the white paws, is Racer X. He's my pick male. This male next to him is Dark Horse. He is my next pick male. This big one right here is right with Dark Horse. That is Espresso. That is him right there. Very nice pup. And these are more Bolio-like dogs. That's Espresso. The red nose is Gladiator, and the kind of skittish one is Julius Caesar. Beauties. These are fine pups. They're about ready to get out of this pen. In fact, I'm going to put Racer X right there on a chain here probably later on in the day. Dark Horse will probably go on the chain, and then I'll leave these 3 males by themselves for a while. I'm giving a couple of them away. But Julius Caesar here is a beautiful pup. Nice little Poncho Hammer look to him. Beauties. And then Gladiator, but they're a little on the shy side. They're getting that from the Coca-Cola bandana side. The bandana Coca-Cola dogs are little shy. They're very intense and shy at the same time. So they zip around and creep around. They're not mean shy, but they're so excited but bashful, I guess is a better word. But these dogs right here, these big 3 males, that's Dark Horse and that's Racer X, typify the Poncho line more strongly in their behavior, as well as, what's up, boy? That's Espresso is a nice looking male. Looks like he's been on rock quite a bit. That's Espresso, that's Dark Horse, and that's Racer X. But these are all fine looking males, but these are a little shy, so I'm going to stick them with people who might be able to work with them a little more closely than I can. But they're healthy, they're happy, fed Canidae, but Racer X and Dark Horse are always up front. They're always front and center and not shy and carrying the Poncho Ruby Missy type of characteristics better, so I'm going to wind up sticking with them. Seeing my males. I'm going to show you my bitches next, but I want to make a comment. Although I point out flaws in these dogs are still superior to 99% of what other people have on their yard. Part of being a breeder, a successful breeder, is to evaluate the pluses and minuses in your dogs. I could sit here and blow smoke up your ass and tell you that every one of these dogs is an absolutely perfect dog from his nose to his toes, but with the exception of Unan Ra, who's the closest thing I got, they're animals with strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths. For instance, everybody who has ever come to my yard and has seen Silverback has offered me between $3,000 to $7,000 for that dog, just because of how unusual and how striking he is in person, especially when it's not hot and he's zipping around. I got a bee flying all over here. But anyway, but he's a flawed dog. All dogs are flawed, or virtually all dogs are flawed. His air is flawed. Certain things in his style are flawed. Yet still, he's infinitely superior to 99% of the bulldogs most people have. Part of directing your bloodline is to assess truthfully, both to others as well as to yourself, what your dog has in fine form and what he does not have in fine form.
when I breed silverback, mostly he's a strength. He's bred excellent. But in his background there are weaknesses. Let's say Ouch, excellent dog, but Ouch's mother was inconsistent. Ouch's litter mate was cold. All these things you have to think about as a breeder. So there are flaws with him. Yet if you look at the dog, and especially if you put your hands on him and seen him in person, wonderful, wonderful dog in many different ways. Phoenix, he's a dope in many ways, but he's also he's a big bone dog. He's pleasant tempered. His parents are awesome. But you know, flaws. You always have to think about flaws, not to downplay your stock, but to try to keep what's good in it and move it in a positive direction. I'm going to do the same thing with my bitches. I'm going to tell you their strengths and their weaknesses, how they're bred, and then again, I'm going to mention flaws, and these are the flaws that you want to move away from. The bottom line common denominator is consistent spirit in these dogs. The spirit in them is unsurpassed by anybody's yard on this planet. The spirit that's in these dogs, their intelligence for the most part, athleticism. But as you get a tighter and tighter gene pool, you really have to pay attention to defects because they augment more. And so these are some of the things to keep in mind when you look at them. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the bitches, and we're going to start off with the oldest one, and that's Pitbull.